What's going on, everybody? It's your boy
DJ Anonymous.
DJ Anonymous with another episode of Sports Biz Music, the podcast. And I know it's been a long time, especially me when I'm interviewing people. But I have a guest on the show today. It's been a while since we have a guest on the show today. I have my girl Crystal Petroski.
Petroski, you got it.
How you doing today? Oh, by the way, she's the CEO of Skill Resy, a new app that's going to help y'all trying to find jobs, everything. But we're going to go more deep into that. But I want you to introduce yourself to the listeners first.
Yeah, thank you so much, Johnny. So I'm very happy to be on the show, and thank you for having me. And so I am a 40-year-old mom of 4 kids who got divorced a couple years ago, and I lost my job at that same time, and I felt like everything was falling apart. You know, I kind of like I was at the foundation of my life again, and I thought, you know what? Build what I want now. Mm-hmm. You know, I had a clean slate. So I thought, okay, well, what I'm going to do with this clean slate is I'm going to build and make the life of my dreams now. And it is possible. And it starts with finding a job that you really love. And I've always enjoyed recruiting. That's been my thing for a long time. I think almost 15 years. Mm-hmm. So I opened up my own recruiting business. And I did very, very well. I met the man of my dreams. We have a blended family now. And with all of that amazing happiness and love, I was able to then create a second business, which is Skill Resy, which is a platform that I'm going to use to help other people obtain a happy life like I have. And that is, number one, if you don't love your job, you're not going to be happy in life. You spend more time at work than anywhere else. So what I really want people to do is to be able to apply to jobs that maybe there's a stretch goal, right? It's like a dream job that they're nervous to apply for because they're nervous to interview for it. And they're nervous to, nerves is a big reason why people don't push forward with their job search for their dream jobs. Skill Resy is here to help build that confidence for people and get them the resumes that are going to help their skills be seen and help them interview so that they can go into those interviews confident, knowing what to say. And if they have to, they can use it to help them answer questions too. Just as a brief overview. Mm-hmm. I know you probably have a lot of questions, but that's the basic of what I've been doing the last few years.
I sure do. I love the platform. I just created a resume, just made it really beautiful. I put it as like I wanted to apply for the EA Sports assistant producer position. So what it did was it just did the AI thing, and it made my resume even more crisp. Like I'm like, I can use this resume for other jobs. But before we go more in depth into that, into an amazing app, what tell me like your beginnings, like before everything, like what was your beginnings, like why? What made you want to be a recruiter in the first place?
So out of college, I was looking for a job, and my friend had a job at this place. It was called College Nannies and Tutors. Mm-hmm. And it was helping families find nannies and tutors for their kids. And I didn't even know what it was called back then. But I know now that I was a recruiter. I was recruiting nannies and I was recruiting tutors, and I was helping place them with families, which, by the way, is way harder doing that than business-to-business placements, because you're trusting someone with, one, coming into your home, a stranger, 2, with the lives of your most prized possession, that's your children.
Right.
And that was tough, but I loved it. And they were going to sell the franchise, and I had just bought my first home, and I thought, oh my gosh, I got to find something else. I don't know what to do. You know, I want to do something similar. And I eventually was like, oh yeah, I could be a recruiter. So then I went into the more corporate world. I worked for Randstad, which has always been one of the largest staffing agencies in the world. I learned and grew up in recruitment there and really learned how to sell, how to talk to people, how to understand what people want, and then how to go and find it. So that's the beginning.
Wow, yeah, because I mean, when I was in school, I always wanted to know, like, I have people that went to school for being a recruiter, well, really, you know, human resources, but you know, there's I want to be a recruiter, then I want to move up and everything. And for me, it was just like, that's one of them jobs where careers, I like to say, that I feel like it's very challenging because you pretty much, you got to, it's like being a scout in the NFL or the NBA. You got to look for talent and you got to make sure that they do good because it look good for you. It's like investing in a stock. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And when you're recruiting, it's, you know, when you're selling to businesses saying, hey, I want to be your recruiter, I want to help you find talent, it's not like selling a physical product. You know, this service, you're selling something that has a mind of its own, you know, and you need to be able to get to know those people. So my degree is in psychology. All right. So I went to school for psychology and I use that every day, just getting to know people through, you know, what their dreams are and understanding that. And a lot of that psychology in your career is so useful to helping people kind of figure out where to go next and what's going to make them happy. And really, I'm almost like a psychologist in the interview. I ask them, you know, what are they looking for? What do they need in their next role? And I built Skill Resy so that they could then have the best resume to go out and try and get that dream job, and then use the interview assistant within the app to feel confident in the interviews that they're having. And if they need to, they can also use the interview assistant live while they're interviewing virtually. And if, let's just say there's a question they don't know, they can click a button and right then and there, the answer pops up within a second.
Yeah, that's dope. So let's talk about Skill Resy more in depth because I'm on the app right now. What made you want to pick a fox for your logo?
So it's so funny because I had all these animals. I was like, I want some sort of mascot that's going to help you, guide you, be there for you, be the friendly face that when you open that app, it's like, you know, you're like, oh, it's cute. I feel good. It's cute and fun. But I needed some animal that was smart, fast, you know, all the things that you want and need to be when you're applying for a job or when you're striving to land, you know, a really hard task. Right. So the fox is one of the smartest animals. They're a community animal too. So there's the fox den. You know, they come together and they collaborate and he's just really cute.
And one thing too, we got a lot of foxes down here in Florida. When I first went to college, every morning I used to see it probably was like maybe 3 or 4 foxes at a time. Whenever you try to get close, they kind of remind me of a cat. Where you kind of get close, they'll run, but then they like a dog when they'll come and they'll try to observe the whole area. But that's dope.
Oh yeah, they're smart. They're smart. They know not to get caught. That's for sure.
Right, they're very smart. So let's get into the app. I love how the app is. You know, of course, you got the dashboard. It tracks your progress and everything. Like I said, I only did one resume for now. I still got to, get most, play with it more. But like when it goes to like what's the meetings, like what's that about? Like that
Yeah. So there's a meeting assistant or an interview assistant.
Oh, okay.
So essentially what that is let's just say you can use this, and if you have a job right now, you can use it in your virtual calls right now.
Right.
So if you are in a meeting, you open it up, you say to the program, okay, I'm interviewing for Apple as a software engineer. Here's the job description. The app already has your resume and your background, so you're good there. Mm-hmm. And then you say, okay, start the meeting. The meeting starts. It's transcribing what the people in the meeting are saying. But then also, let's just say in the middle of the meeting, maybe you're not 100% paying attention, or maybe they ask you a question that you really just don't know the answer to, but you really should have known the answer to. You can click a button at the bottom of the screen and say, give me the answer.
Wow.
And, at the snap of a finger, the answer is on your screen. All you got to do is read it, and it is the most professional answer that aligns with your skills and is relevant to the meeting that you're having. So it's going to research the company that you're interviewing for. It's going to research the job description that you're interviewing for. It's going to research the skills that they know you have because you just created your resume. Mm-hmm. And it's going to say, okay, based on all of these things, this is what you should say because you're not lying.
That's crazy. Like,
I know. It's crazy good. It's crazy good.
Like, I know people, they get very nervous doing interviews and they like to prep, by themselves, or they like to use other people. That's the old school way. But like to have an app, have artificial intelligence to do that for you, that's amazing. So it's a great cheat code because now, especially in this day and age and this whole climate where it's so hard to find, a job. Mm-hmm. You got people that's getting laid off, and then you got kids that's coming from college, and then grad students. Then you got people that want to change their careers and everything. This is a very beneficial app. Like, seriously, like even when I go to profile, like it's very detailed. Like, want to know the LinkedIn, the WhatsApp number, the personal website, and then to ask you about like the desired job titles, which I already tried, with the resume builder that I tried already. Like, this is an amazing app,
Thank you. It's really here to help people, like I said, be the smartest candidate, be the smartest professional that you can be, and live your dream by getting the job that's going to make you happy.
Right.
Because, man, if you're not happy at work, you're going to bring that home. You're going to be dreading Monday through Friday. You don't want that. Life is so much better when you love what you do. And I want that for everybody. I want people to, don't think it's unattainable. It is. And I'm going to help you get there. You just have to follow.
Yeah, this, like I said, this is an amazing app. And also, like, so what's next for Skill Resy? Like, because we in the day, because this is another question. It's one of the questions I want to ask you. Because you into AI, your business is, based with AI. How do you feel about AI in terms of like, do you feel that it will replace people, or do you feel like it will help benefit people as far as to grow in their career instead of like trying to replace them? Because it's been things with theories where people say like, oh, AI is going to take over people's jobs and stuff like customer service workers and everything. So like, give me like your perspective on that? Your insight on that?
That's a great question. And, you know, I do think that there's going to be changes to the world of work. I do think that AI is going to interfere and change the way that some positions are treated. Right. You know, some of them might not exist for much longer. But really, those are company decisions, right? There's going to be like a hard left and a hard right. Companies are going to have to choose. Do they want to go full throttle with AI? You know, and maybe the user experience of their product or whatever service that they're selling or they have might, you know, dip a little bit. Or are they going to stick with that human touch and really kind of dig deeper into that? Right. I do think that the amount of jobs is probably going to decrease, but I do think that AI can be used to help elevate people. You know, people that were just comfortable in those low-paying jobs because they didn't want to strive for further types of roles. I think that AI can help them, and this is one that can help gain their confidence, prepare for those meetings, prepare for that next step of life. It doesn't have to be scary. As long as you prepare, you can do it. And I want you to get that next level up, right? Because I think a lot of us are going to have to come to terms with, all right, well, AI is taking over some of the more simple jobs. Now, as a human race, we gotta level up. We gotta be smarter. And this is a way to get you there, so that we can use the AI to be our smartest selves and be the smartest employees.
Right. Yeah, I believe in that. Like, I believe, like, you know, I be on YouTube and, you know, I go to all these different platforms and people have they say. So for me, like, if you're in customer service, especially like you working in like the office, you know, you working on Excel, you working on, you know, pretty much like administration work. Positions like that, yes, those are very they about to be in danger soon because of AI. Because as long as AI grows, they can have AI just do all the work themselves. But as far as like, I mean, we kind of see it now, like, you know, with the technology, you know, with the engineers and everything, like, and Amazon, for example, they trying to get robots to pretty much deal with the whole logistics and everything with the deliveries and send them out. So, I mean, stuff like that, I feel like it's still in the works. But like you said, like, you know, we have to, as humans, we have to don't fear AI, but we have to work with AI, you know?
Yeah. So right. There's no way around it. You know, there's these people, you'd be surprised. I'm trying to reach out to people and say, hey, I got this new product. It's going to help you. And people are coming to me with like, you're single-handedly destroying the world and what's wrong with you? And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you don't, and they're like, I would never use AI. And that's what I said earlier. There's going to be people that take a hard left or a hard right on this. And I think you got to be somewhere in the middle.
Yes,
you can't be right so strong. You know, you got to be flexible because things change. I mean, in the last 50 years, the world has changed. And if you don't change with it, you're going to get left behind. And I really don't want that for people. I want us to evolve.
Yes. So this is Sports Biz Music. So I have a question for each category. So let's just talk about business real quick. And we talking about AI, we talk about your company and everything. Do you invest in stocks right now?
I have a portfolio, like managed.
Right.
I don't do my own, I don't really do my own trading. I don't trust myself with that.
So you do like
I don't know. Yeah, that's not my field. Yeah. I'm not going to try to pretend like I know, but I do have, of course, a 401k savings accounts and managed accounts that, I'm hoping will do well.
Yeah, 'cause the only reason why I want to ask, because if you do, because I know that we have people that's this new thing now where there's AI stocks. So since you probably in a robo mode, but like I don't know, do you feel like that's even greater to like start investing in different AI companies? Like maybe one day your company may go public. And,
That's a good point. I mean, I can't say for sure what to invest in, but I have heard one thing, AI is the future, okay?
It is.
Whether we like it or not, it's coming and it's getting more and more, technologically advanced and it's getting smarter every day. What the world needs to be able to keep that development happening are the battery resources that power AI. Because without that, the AI can't evolve. It can't keep going. So instead of investing in one particular AI, which I think is risky, I would invest in the most basic structure of what's pushing and driving the AI creation and pushing it to continually exponentially increase, which is you got to have that battery power. You got to have the data centers.
Right.
Those companies that are focusing on growing that part of the AI, that base, right? That's the structure that everything's going to be built on. That I feel like is a less risky investment.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So let's talk about music. Who's your top 5 artists of all time?
Oh my. All right. Well, I'm going to look at my Spotify right now. I'm going to go in. I'm going to do a quick deep dive. Okay. Who's on my liked list? So first of all, hip hop, Biggie, Tupac, I can't pick a side.
Yeah.
I love them both. Love them both. Rest in peace to those two.
Right.
Amazing. I've recently actually started to like country too, which I mean, usually that's crazy to say rap and then country immediately afterwards. But I'm one of those people that, if it's a good song, if it hits, it's, that beat, it's either got to get a good beat or it's got to have a good message.
Right.
So I'll listen to like Megan Maroney. Let's see. So I got 3 here. I'm a Britney Spears fan too. Pop. Britney, my gosh, that's a whole other topic. What happened to her? I don't know, but I hope she's okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Who knows? And I've listened. I'm not gonna lie. Taylor Swift's new album is damn good.
So you a Swiftie?
I mean, I have 3 little girls under the age of 7.
Right.
So that's a playlist we jam out to in the car a lot. And then I think for the last one, I think I'm gonna have to go with another rap. It's either gonna be like, when I'm working out, I hear a DMX song, and I'm like, yes, yes.
RP to the dog.
Another one. Why? All the good ones are gone.
Yeah, it's sad.
He's amazing.
Yeah, it's sad. Like Tupac and Biggie, like my my sister's around your age, so like I like to call the 80 babies. Y'all the older millennials. Um,
Mm.
so when Tupac passed, I think I was 4. When Biggie passed, I was 5.
Oh.
But listen to their music growing up.
Yep.
Sometimes you want to be like, what if they was here? And it's crazy to
I
say that
know.
because one of my favorite artists right now, J. Cole, he just dropped an album out, and that was one of the songs. It was called "What If," and he was playing pretty much playing like if he was Tupac and Biggie, like they was having a conversation. And this is like, sometimes we think about that. Sometimes like, what if Tupac, Biggie, Selena, Aaliyah, like some of these
Yeah.
people that passed away, especially when they wasn't even in their primes yet. What would
Mm.
happen if the impact, musically like wise, like where would everything would be at? So
I
that's just something
know.
that we always think about.
We missed out. We missed out on some, I bet, bangers
Mm-hmm.
because of their passings. But their songs are timeless.
Yes.
I can't imagine that their songs won't ever be popular. I mean, they will be before their time.
Right. Yeah, it was way before they
Amazing.
way before they time. Now we got sports. You're from Connecticut, so that's what they call that, the tri-state area, New England.
Yep.
So who I guess do you watch every sport? Like, do you watch football, basketball, baseball? Do you watch that?
I used to watch sports a lot more before I had kids. Now I don't really have a whole lot of time, but I did watch the Super Bowl last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm typically not a Patriots fan. Back in the day, the Patriots up here, it was kind of tough to be a fan because they were accused of cheating all the time.
Yeah, that's why. That's why Bill Belichick and Kraft, they ain't made first ballot because of that, and they feel that Tom Brady may go through that too. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get what you reap what you sow. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna cheat. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get found out. I mean, it's very easy to find things out like that these days.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. So you don't really watch sports like that. So, all right. So let's make a full circle. So, where do you see yourself and Skill Resy 5 to 10 years from now?
I mean, I hope that Skill Resy changes people's lives. And there's several ways that it can do that. So we talked about the candidate profile. Right. There's also the student profile.
Yes, I did see that. I was going to ask you that before we that was one thing I was going to ask you before we close everything out.
Right. So I want from the call it your academic career, right, transition to your professional career. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to help you throughout all those tough times, because when you're a student, you're studying like crazy, you're on the go, maybe you're far away from home, or maybe you're close to home, but there's a lot of traveling going back and forth, classroom to home to your dorm or wherever. Mm-hmm. So I made the student profile is a profile that you could use to input your class notes. You can organize it by class, by semester, however you want to do it. And you can create custom quizzes based on your actual material from class. Mm-hmm. And I heard that there are kids that are using ChatGPT to study, which you could, but then when they go and write the answers that ChatGPT is telling them, the answers are coming out wrong because ChatGPT is using the entire internet to mm-hmm. answer questions for you. Right. My software, the student portal, you upload the documents that your professor gave you, and it only uses those materials to answer the questions. So it's going to give you custom quizzes that are going to quiz you on the real answers that your specific class and professor want you to answer with. Because if you're using some other answer, guess what? It's going to be wrong.
Right.
So it's a smarter way to study on the go. And in the future, I'm going to try and find a way to gamify it a little bit, make it more fun, have a way to, you know, invite your classmates and maybe have like competitions. Okay, who can get the best score on this quiz, stuff like that. But we're not there yet, but that's something that in the future I'm hoping to do. So that's in the future for Skill Resy. And I really just want to make the biggest impact possible on not only young students entering the workforce, but anyone who's now looking for a career change, or, you know, God forbid you get laid off, and now you got to find a new job, and you haven't had a new job in 20 years, let's just say, and you're new to what the world of applications is like. Right. You don't want to go in blind. I can tell you that much. You're going to want something that's going to help you. You have to use custom resumes for each job application now. Otherwise, your resume is going to get screened out because companies are using AI to screen resumes out if they don't match. You got to get a smarter way to apply. You got to get a smarter way to study, a smarter way to interview. And on the interviews too, I'm flipping the script. And I'm also creating a hiring manager platform that's going to be released in the next 2-3 weeks.
Okay, yeah.
That platform is going to help hiring managers ask better questions. So instead of answering the questions, the interview assistant on the hiring manager side is going to say, it's going to have 4 options. You can click ask a behavioral question, ask a skill-based question, ask a company-based question, or uncover red flags. And with that, it's going to not only transcribe your interview for you, so that the recruiter for that role can be more engaged in the interview. So you don't have to worry about scribbling down notes, and then 3-4 weeks from now you're using scribbled notes to make your hiring decisions. That's not going to happen anymore. You're going to use the transcription from Skill Resy, and it provides you with a candidate analysis immediately after the interview that shows what's the candidate's strengths, what's the candidate's weaknesses, what are the areas of opportunity, and what questions should you ask next if you're going to have a second round, a third round with that candidate. It's using real data, information, facts from that conversation to further the process and make the interview process better, not only for the company, but for the candidate as well.
Yeah, that's dope. We actually got to probably sometime next month or two see how everything goes with that. And we can talk about that too as well. Hopefully by that time I'll be a manager so I can, also be
absolutely
experiment on that too. Because like I said, like this app right here, Skill Resy, especially if you're trying to look for a job, your next career, trying to move up, like it's a great app. How much is the app? Is it monthly? Is it yearly? Like how much is the app? As far as
that's a good question.
Yes.
Yeah, so right now I have a free trial where you can get a free resume, you can get a free interview, or if you're a student, you get a free custom quiz. And then from there, there's different packages that you can choose. So I don't want to make it so that it's unattainable for people. And I also don't want it to be a monthly subscription where, I'm trapping you into this month of using it. And, so I'm making it by basically credits. So you buy a certain amount of credits. After your free trial, the student package is $15 for the study sessions.
Mm-hmm.
If you want one. If you want 3 study sessions, it's $25. If you want 9 study sessions, it's $35. For job seekers, it's the same thing. 3 resumes you get for $15. You want 6 resumes, it's $25, and you get 5 interview sessions. And if you want 10 resumes and 10 interview sessions, it's $35.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's not bad, honestly. That's really not bad.
And you use it at your pace. They don't go away. So it's not like, okay, well, if you don't use it in a month, they're gone, and then you get charged again. I purposely didn't want to do a monthly program because I want you to use it. And I want you to feel like it's fair.
Right. Yeah, that's... I'm about to use this trial, see how it goes, because I am seeking right now. But
yes,
as you know, as I grow and start getting more, try to seek more opportunities, I'm gonna use it more. I'm gonna pass it on to like my friends and family. Before we log off, you have any shout outs? You have anywhere where people could find you at? And then also, do you have, I guess, this is something new I kind of came up with because it's been a while since I did interviews. Do you have like 3 people in mind that you could recommend for me to interview on my platform as well?
Oh, man. Okay, so first, I'll answer your first question about where they can find me. So you can go to skillresy.com, skillresy.com. Learn more about the platform. You can use links at the top to download it either on your Android or on your iPhone. You can also see our socials, which I'm not going to lie, I'm a little creative and I get some funny, I throw some funny content out there on Facebook, Twitter or X, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok. I got a page on every single one of those. So you can look it up on skillresy.com, follow the link, or look me up on a social. And then as far as who to recommend next, I have a marketing guy who's based actually in Miami. You guys could probably meet up in person. His name is Eric Burdick. He's in Miami, and he owns Bird Brand Marketing.
Bird Brand?
Bird Brand, BURD. Who else could I refer? Who is really into music and sports? Oh man, this is tricky. I think I have one of my girls in Colorado. She also has a podcast.
Okay.
And she owns her own publishing company, a book company.
Oh yeah, I definitely gotta have her on the show.
Yeah, she and she's an amazing woman. So her name is Samantha, and I can get you her info.
Yeah, you can give me all the info. Especially next month. I'm sorry I'm cutting you off real quick. It's something that, I've been wanting to do. Next month, is Women's Empowerment Month. It's Women's History Month. Is it Women's History Month or Women Empowerment Month for March?
I don't know. Let me Google that real quick. Women's Month.
I think it's Women's Month or International Women's Month.
Women's Empowerment Month is Let me see what month it is.
Oh, it's women. No, I'm sorry. So it's Women's History Month. Okay, so yeah, it's Women's History Month. It started in March, but
Okay.
I've been wanting to do this for like a couple years. So pretty much have like women that's in different, careers and everything come on the show and everything. So I'm trying to do like an episode every day.
Oh yeah.
Dedicated to the women, So yeah, that's something I'm trying to plan on doing as well. So Samantha could come on. I'll probably have that for her too. You got your Skill Resy got y'all got your the management part of the platform coming soon too. So I can interview you again next month as well. So
yeah for sure.
I want to do. And then there's one more. You said there's one more person too, right?
So I got another friend, a woman business owner.
Mm-hmm.
She is an acupuncturist, Chinese medicine specialist.
Wow.
She's in Connecticut. And man, I'll tell you what, I work out a lot and I also get injured because I overdo it. And I'm not getting any younger. So, those injuries pop up quite a bit. I feel so much better after going to her. Acupuncture works. That stuff works. I don't know how. It's like magic. It's crazy, but she can tell you more about it. I don't know how it works, but she's a smart lady too. I grew up with her. Her name is Caitlin, and she's got her Grimaldi Acupuncture in Newington, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are, you want real estate, I got an amazing realtor in Connecticut. It's a woman too. She's running her own show here. And I think she's gotten us some amazing deals on and hooked us up for buying some really unique properties. Her name is Lauren. So those are some amazing ladies that I think I speak to on a regular basis, and I think they're amazing.
Yeah, send me their information. I live on LinkedIn too, so if they're on LinkedIn, that's even better.
Yeah.
And then you have any?
For sure.
You have any shout outs before we end the show?
Shout out? Yeah, I have to shout out my amazing fiance who, like I said at the beginning of this episode, this kind of started by, I got laid off. Mm-hmm. I was in the middle of a divorce. And from that moment, I was dedicated to rebuilding a life that I love. And he's a major part of it. He's supported me to live this dream, to keep going, to do the hard things, and to show the kids, you take big risks, you can get big rewards.
Right.
And if you have that happy home life, happy work life, oh my God, I can't tell you how much happier I am because of him and all the blessings that we have.
That's beautiful. Congratulations on the engagement as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's beautiful. I've been married for this year will be 8 years. So it's
congratulations to you. Keep that going.
Yeah. I tell everybody.
Marriage is work. Marriage is work. I can say that.
Yeah, I had to learn.
Love is not easy.
Mm-hmm. I had to learn.
But it's worth it. If you work on it, it's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, other than that, I guess that's it. This has been your boy DJ Anonymous with another episode of Sports Biz Music, the podcast with my girl Crystal, and we out. Peace.
Yeah.